It's the final night of the regular season basketball in the Pittsford Sutherland Knights, and Greece Athena Trojans have one last tune-up before the start of this year's Section 5 basketball tournament. Hello and welcome everybody to Pittsford Sutherland High School for tonight's regular season finale. I am Joel Belthazer with Varsity Media, glad to be here with you on this Thursday night, a special Valentine's Day live stream broadcast. And I am joined by my colleague, Mr. Ray Sullivan. Ray, thanks for being here.
Happy to be here. I'm sure our wives are not the happiest with us, but hey, it's high school basketball. We got to do it.
That's right. And just a few minutes ago, we just got done, the Pittsford Sutherland Knights just got done honoring 9 seniors tonight. And, you know, this is always a big deal, you know, getting to this game and honoring these guys for their commitment.
Yeah, it's always a special night and a big deal. I think, to tell you the truth, Joel, now that at this point in my life as a 55-year-old father, probably bigger for the parents.
Yeah.
I'm sure the boys enjoyed it, but what a proud moment for these parents to get to see the culmination of all the hard work that their kids have put in and have them get to this point. So very, very exciting and a great thing that all the schools across our area do.
Oh, yeah. A lot of senior nights going on tonight. And like you said, a big night for the parents. I mean, they just put in so much time getting these kids here, taking them to practice, taking them to games and travel basketball and so on and so forth. So congratulations to not only Pittsford Sutherland seniors, but the Greece Athena seniors as well. As we dive into today's game, we've noticed that the seeds are already set for these sectional tournaments. They're in 2 different classes, Pittsford Sutherland in A2, Greece Athena in A1. So we might not see the full complement of players tonight, but we'll at least get a chance for some of these other kids to get some playing time tonight too.
Yeah, and that may be very important to both of these coaches because both of these teams were on the court last night playing.
Right.
And playing 2 nights in a row is not something that anybody is used to doing in Section 5 basketball. You don't very rarely do you do that. So it'll be interesting to see how the kids react. Interesting to see how the coaches react, how long they leave starters in, and give some of their guys a break, I think, maybe. And we do know that Sutherland is going to sit one of their big guns. Ben DiGiovanni is not going to play tonight, and that's his 10.8 points a game that are being taken away.
Yeah, we saw him warming up before the game. He's not going to go tonight. As we mentioned, neither team can advance or go backwards in the bracket. Currently right now, Greece Athena having a great season at 16-3 overall. They are the number 2 seed in Class A1, and they're behind undefeated Pittsford Mendon, who not too far from here, who's actually responsible for 2 of those Greece Athena losses. And meanwhile, for Sutherland, they are currently the 6th seed in the A2 bracket, so they will play the number 11 seed in the first round of the tournament. So while they are going to probably rest some of their starters for a lot of the games, they don't play probably for another week. So it's a good chance to get one more, effort in together before sectional starts.
And if it's anything like their first matchup, we should have a good game. This was a 1-point game and a 1-point win for Greece Athena the last time they met just about a month ago at Greece Athena.
Yeah, that was a heck of a game. I was actually there myself, and back and forth game, and Greece Athena actually got fouled with about 3 seconds left, knocked down 2 free throws to win the game. So it was one of those victories that you remember. And for Pittsford Sutherland, who has actually lost 6 games this year by 4 points or less, that was another tough one for them to swallow.
That can serve you well though, as you're going down the stretch. You get used to playing in tight games. Yeah. Now you've got to learn how to win tight games.
Yeah.
But if you're used to playing in tight games, you don't typically give up on things late in games.
Yep, absolutely. And we're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem and meet tonight's starters. Just another great rendition of the national anthem. It's certainly one of the fun parts of these games. Actually had a chance the other night to hear a fifth grader at Hilton High School last night give one of the best renditions I've ever heard. So congratulations to the young lady who just sang that tonight. And we are getting ready to meet tonight's starting lineups.
Now fans for tonight's starting lineup. Starting first with the visiting Greece Athena Trojans. A junior guard, number 1, DeAndre Newsom.
DeAndre Newsom, the point guard for Greece Athena.
Senior guard, number 4, Kelvin Reeves Jr.
Kelvin Reeves Jr., a senior.
The junior guard, number 11, Melvin Council Jr.
And Melvin Council Jr., a junior.
Guard, number 12, Isaiah Brock.
Isaiah Brock, the 5'11" senior. And the senior forward, number 22, Johnny Salone. The Trojans are coached by Mike Setzer in his third year with Greece Athena.
Now the starting lineup for your Pittsford.
Now let's meet the starters for the home Sutherland Knights.
A senior guard, number 2, Lincoln Parinello.
Lincoln Parinello gets the start tonight.
A senior guard, number 3, John Luther.
Fellow senior guard, number 3, John Luther. Number 20, Stratton Hansey gets the start tonight for Sutherland. Number 4, Matt Panera, another senior. And rounding out the starting lineup, the man in the middle, number 5, Kevin Ryan. Oh, I misspoke. Number 21, Nick Morbido gets the start. And Kevin Ryan wearing number 00 tonight. So all seniors across the board for Sutherland on senior night as expected. One thing you notice about this Pittsford Sutherland team every game is the size that they bring across the board. They have 3 guys in the middle, 6'6" or higher. So that's going to be a challenge inside. Expect a big game from Johnny Salone. He's going to have his hands full down there, but I think he's going to be key to tonight.
Yeah, this Sutherland team is typically bigger than anybody else that they play, and they use that to their advantage. They do it very well.
So jumping for both teams, it's going to be Stratton Hansey for Sutherland and Johnny Salone for Greece Athena. And we are underway here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Thanks to everybody for joining us on this Valentine's Day. Hope we didn't get you in trouble for watching this one, but thanks for being here with us. It's Greece Athena with possession first. They kick it over to the corner, now back up top to Newsom. He is quick up top in that offense. Oh, nice dish underneath, and that's 2 quick ones for Athena. Kelvin Reeves getting in the lane and dishing. And there's Newsom with some half-court pressure here. As mentioned, he is so quick on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. Now Sutherland looking to find their big man, Ryan underneath. Working it around the perimeter. As we mentioned, got 5 seniors out there starting today. Inside to Ryan, that ball is knocked away, but Sutherland keeps possession. And the shot went up and no good. That was Morbido with the attempt. Looked like that one was partially blocked. And here come the Trojans back the other way. Nice look in the middle. Kick back to the corner for a 3. Good. That was number 11, Melvin Council. Nothing but net on that one. So the Trojans are off and running. Inside to Ryan, good post move, gets to the lane, is going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Looks like that foul is going to go to number 11, Melvin Council, his first foul of the game. So Ryan will go and shoot 2. First one is good. Ryan, the senior, leading this team, averaging 20.3 points per game, nearly 10 rebounds a game, nearly averaging a double-double. It's kind of fluctuated all year. We've noticed him above that and below it throughout the season. Definitely the focal point of this offense. So one more attempt for Kevin Ryan. That one is also good. So a pair for Ryan gets Sutherland on the board. 5-2 just underway here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Newsome looking for a high screen. Nice crossover. He's going to pull up. Nothing but net. Got it. Good looking drive there by DeAndre Newsome. And then a steal on the other end. He's going to go all the way in, lay it up. No good. The ball's going to go out of bounds and back to Sutherland. So Newsome is being quite a nuisance so far to this Pittsford Sutherland team. Some more full court pressure. Athena's always known for their defense, and they're really applying it already. So if there was any question about them kind of taking it easy tonight and resting some guys, we're not seeing that so far. And Sutherland, that ball is deflected. Active hands inside to Ryan. He posts up and gets rejected. Salone comes from the backside. Here comes Grease Athena. Going to have an open three. No good. Rebound to Ryan. A three by Council Jr. Long pass up ahead. Controlled by Sutherland. Ryan's driving down the lane. Passes it over to Fitzsimmons and up and good. So nice ball movement there by Sutherland, and they've cut this lead to 7-4. And we're going to have a turnover. Ball goes back to Pittsford Sutherland as we have some subs coming in for the Knights. Number 11, John Musina, comes in for the first time for Pittsford. Oh, that's a good play by Johnny Salone stepping in front of that pass. He's going to go to the lane, lays it up. No good. The follow is no good as well. And away with the rebound comes Sana. So good defensive play there when it looked like Salone had an easy layup. Good defense by the Knights as they feed it back to Ryan on top of the post. Corner three, jumper no good. Up for the rebound. Nice battle for the ball. Luther comes away with it for Sutherland. Alsana, his pass gets deflected. So look at these active hands by the Trojans. Council Jr. all the way and in. Melvin Council, and another steal. Layup is no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Pittsford Sutherland. But this duo of Kelvin and Melvin, the Kelvin and Melvin show, is quite a force for defenses, averaging 35 points a game. And they are making their presence known already. So we got a timeout on the court. We're going to take a quick timeout and be back in about 15 seconds. All right, quick early timeout for Sutherland. Coach Nally getting his team squared away.
They needed it, Joel.
Yeah.
I mean, this Athena pressure, it's a 9-4 game right now, and I'll tell you what, they could have a bigger lead if they had made a couple of layups off of those steals.
Yeah, they've had a lot of good chances, and it's all being forced by this pressure defense of theirs. And it's kind of leaving Sutherland a little out of sorts on offense. That ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go to Pittsford Sutherland. And Panera will set things up for the Knights. Halfway through this opening quarter of play, it's 9-4 Grease Athena as Ryan goes up and gets blocked. So Salone there again with the block. But it's going to stay Pittsford Sutherland ball. Panera will inbound for Sutherland. Almost got that 5-second call, but they were able to get it in okay. Ryan over in the corner. And then he posts up. He's going to get fouled. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be foul on Isaiah Brock with the push. And it's going to be team foul number 2 on Grease Athena. So inbounds to Ryan. He gets triple teamed, tries to feed it underneath. Ball knocked away. Good play there by Kelvin Reeves Jr. And they waste no time coming down to the other end of the court. Layup up and good. It was Melvin Council Jr. with that finish. So 11-4 now, Greece Athena. And back the other end, a quick three, no good. Ryan with the rebound goes up. Reversal, no good. Rebound by Council Jr., and he's back sprinting the other way. Finds Reeves, goes up, no good. So end-to-end action. Here we go. Here comes Sutherland back the other way. Driving all the way to the lane is Messina. Going to get fouled, and he's going to head to the line. So back and forth we go. It's kind of what we expected seeing these two teams play, up and down the court. So John Messina is going to head to the line for Pittsford Sutherland for a pair. First one is up and good.
It was an exciting few seconds there, up and down. I think the coaches would be a lot happier if the ball was going in the bucket.
Well, that's true. Lots of good opportunities for both teams, that's for sure, on both ends of the court. So one more for the senior John Messina. Up and good. So 11-6 ball game. We got just over 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter of play here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Good swing pass over to the corner for Reeves. He drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Rebound Pittsford. Does a good job getting that rebound by Messina. He was in with the trees down there. And back comes Pittsford Sutherland. Going to have a foul on the play. It's going to be team foul number 4 on Greece Athena. And right back to the line goes John Messina for a pair for Sutherland. First one's good. And second one is no good, but look at the hustle there by Sana to keep possession for Pittsford Sutherland. Another possession for the Knights. Sana back with it, drives the lane out to Fitzsimmons. Up top to Luther, is going to let one fly, and good. He is deadly from outside. John Luther knocks one down to make this a 1-point game. He's one of those guys, he gets the hot hand, and he can knock down several in a row. Back the other way, good defense by Pittsford Sutherland. Oh, and then they turn it right back over. The ball is loose still. The ball, there's just a mad scramble for the ball. Let's see, it's going to stay Greece Athena possession. So that was a scrappy possession by both teams trying to get that loose ball. And substitutions into the game for Greece Athena. Johnny Salone's going to check out. And checking in will be Terrell Wilson Jr. He gets the ball, drives, nice feed underneath to a wide open Austin Brown. That was a great play. Just off the bench, Terrell Wilson with the drive and the dish to bump the lead back to 3 for the Trojans. Sana drives. Newsom almost comes away with a steal. Back up top for Sana. Trying to get Ryan underneath. Good position there. He drives to the lane, lays it up. No good. Rebound Wilson. Trojans back the other way. It's going to be a 3 attempt by Reeves Jr. Good. He is deadly from outside. Knocks that one down. 16-10 Athena as we go under a minute to play in the opening quarter. And I think we got a timeout by Sutherland. Let's see, they're going to have a full timeout. So we will take another quick break, and we will be back in about 45 seconds. You are watching Greece Athena at Pittsford Sutherland. Final night of the regular season here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Welcome back. We have a 16-10 ball game. Greece Athena with the early lead over Pittsford Sutherland here on the final night of regular season and Valentine's Day. We want to thank everybody for joining us for this final regular season live stream of the regular season. We get ready for sectionals to begin next week. Good pressure defense, a little zone defense by Greece Athena. Shot clock all the way down to 9. Inside the ball goes to Ryan, little baby hook, no good. Rebound Greece Athena. Austin Brown, and back comes Melvin Council Jr. He's so quick with the ball. Gets bumped and he's going to head to the line for a pair. Council Jr., the leading scorer for this Greece Athena team, averaging 19.5 points a game on the season for the Trojans, who entered today with a 16-3 record and the number 2 seed in the Class A1 tournament. That cannot be affected by today's outcome. Same with Pittsford Sutherland. First free throw is good. And one more for the junior. And he knocks them both down. So Greece Athena with an 18-10 lead with one more possession remaining for Sutherland. And we got a little bump out top on Newsom. He's going to get whistled for that one. Team foul number 5. They have to keep an eye on that in the second quarter. So a little three-quarter press here for Greece Athena. Sutherland able to handle it and is going to hold for this final shot of the first quarter of play. We got 5 seconds. Got to go. Jumper, no good. One last tee for Athena is no good. So we've reached the end of the first quarter of play. It is the visiting Greece Athena Trojans 18, the home Pittsford Sutherland Knights 10. And this has been a pretty fast-moving game, Ray. And, you got to like what you see out of this Greece Athena Trojans team.
Yeah, right now Sutherland doesn't have an answer for their pressure or their speed. Neither one has Pittsford figured out a way to take care of there. And Council, as you had mentioned, is just knifing through this Sutherland defense. And the pressure at the other end of the court has given Sutherland all kinds of problems. And I'll tell you what, like I just mentioned, 18-10 right now. This could be a lot bigger lead if Athena had converted a couple of those steals and had layups and had good looks at them. But Sutherland got it down to a 1-point lead there. It looked like maybe they were starting to figure some things out, but the Trojans were able to stretch it back out, and got to feel pretty good about an 8-point lead after one quarter.
Oh, yeah. And it's really hard to believe this Greece Athena team lost 4 all-county players from a year ago when they made it to the sectional finals, losing to Irondequoit eventually. But they were a really good team last year, and people weren't quite sure what they were going to be this year with all these new starters. And, all they've done is gone 16-3 and earned a number 2 overall seed.
Says a lot about head coach Mike Setzer and how he had his guys in the wings ready to go.
Yeah. I mean, look at his record in his third year with the program, 55-10 record. So he's just carrying on this proud basketball tradition at Greece Athena. So we're back to play. Pittsford Sutherland with the ball first, trailing by 8. A little skip pass to the corner, underneath to Fitzsimmons. Just hands everywhere as Newsom comes away with a steal. Back the other way, drives the lane, turns it over. Loose ball. They're going to give that one to Pittsford Sutherland. So Newsom almost a little too quick that time. They're going to stay in this full court pressure, which has been working to really kind of fluster this Sutherland offense. Good skip pass to the other side. Luther's going to bring it back out to Parinello. Working it over to Messina. As we mentioned before, Ray talked about Sutherland missing one of their key components, Ben DiGiovanni, the second leading scorer in this team. As Luther knocks down a 3, you rarely see him hit any iron. He is just a great, deadly shooter from outside. As we mentioned, Ben DiGiovanni sitting this one out, the senior. Going to get ready for sectionals, get him or the junior, Ben DiGiovanni, get him ready for sectional play. Newsom tracks that rebound down for Athena. Drives right back into the lane. Corner three, no good. Rebound Ryan. Controls it to Luther, who comes back the other way. Kicks it back out. Good defense underneath by Wilson, knocking that one away from Ryan. Active hands down to Fitzsimmons. He's got the size advantage. A little turnaround, good. It was a good-looking move down there by Connor Fitzsimmons. Just using his height, a little turnaround, soft jumper, good. Cuts this lead to 3. Just about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Checking in for Athena's number 21, Jake Cerrone. He's going to give DeAndre Newsom a break. Good move in the lane. Good follow-up by Wilson. Cleaned up the glass there, put it back in for a bucket. So he's come off the bench tonight and put in some good minutes already. Little skip pass. Oh, pump fake. Luther thought about the three. Now he's going to bring the ball back out. Little swing pass over to the corner. Inside to Ryan. That's going to go through his hands. That was a tough pass in traffic with Athena Trojans defenders' hands everywhere. Trying to get it underneath and exploit those mismatches they have size-wise underneath against Greece Athena. Oh, nice feed underneath. Layup is no good. Salone comes down with it, and they're going to get a push on the play. I believe that was Fitzsimmons. It's going to be whistled for his first foul and the team third. It's good heads-up play there by Salone, grabbing that loose ball. So it's going to be ball underneath for Greece Athena. Throwing drives and dishes. Oh, look at the floater, little teardrop. No, almost got it to go. But Fitzsimmons tracks that rebound down for the Knights. It's got a streaking Ryan way ahead, but Greece Athena got their hands in the way. Another deflected pass. And they waste a little time coming back on the offensive end. And there's another little teardrop shot by Council. No good, but he is going to head to the line for a pair. He is a tough player to defend. Only a junior, his second year on varsity. And one of the captains for this Athena Trojans team.
I think the Trojans have just gotten Sutherland out of their game. They are not taking their time. They're not setting up their offense and trying to work it down in low where their big advantage is with the height advantage down there.
Yeah.
They're trying to run with this Athena team, and that's not a good idea so far.
And they're scrambling, and this Athena team on defense is just, their pressure is really causing some errant passes and some turnovers. Pair of free throws goes down. We have 22-15 Greece Athena lead. 3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes into this second quarter of play, and another turnover. Driving to the lane, Reeves. That ball was deflected, and Pittsford Sutherland with possession. Oh, he had a wide open John Luther on the far side, but the pass was just a little bit high for him to handle. So the ball's going to go back to Greece Athena. Trojans come into tonight having won 9 out of their last 10 games. They've only lost 3 on the season. Twice they've lost to Pittsford Mendon, the undefeated number 1 seed in Class A1, and that other loss coming back in December to Class AA Hilton team. So just a really good season for Coach Setzer and his team. As the ball's going to be underneath for Greece Athena. And Council's going to take the ball out for the Trojans. Salone working for the ball inside, couldn't get it in there. Outside to Reeves, little pull-up floater, no good. And Ryan snags that rebound for the Knights. Some more of that 2-3 zone from the Trojans. Now looks like maybe they're back in man. That shot, three-point attempt, no good by Parinello. And as Ray just mentioned, this Sutherland offense just seems out of sync so far. Nice drive to the lane and the adjustment. Melvin Council Jr. with a nice-looking layup. And that pressure continues from Grease Athena. Good pass ahead to Fliznick. Into the game now for Pittsford Sutherland. Coach Nally really trying to get his seniors some playing time tonight. Down into Fliznick. Back up top, Luther. Sana back to Luther up top. Good feed underneath to Ryan. He's going to get bumped. Oh, doesn't get it to go, but he's going to head to the line for a pair for Pittsford Sutherland. So that's more like what Pittsford Sutherland's trying to do, is pound that ball into the inside, use their size to their advantage.
Moving the ball around much better on that possession.
Working one is good.
Working the perimeter and then getting it down low to their big guys.
Right now have two guys in there, and Fliznick and Ryan, both over 6'6". Fliznick listed at 6'7", the junior for Sutherland. As Ryan gets one more attempt from the line. This one is no good. Rebound to Council Jr. And he feeds it ahead to Reeves. And just like that, it takes him about 2 seconds to get the ball up the court. And Reeves is going to earn a trip to the line. First one for Reeves is no good. Gonna have a sub. Newsom's gonna check back into the game for Grease Athena. Looks like he's gonna come in for the shooter, Kelvin Reeves, if he makes this one. Second one, good. So he will check out. Get a little break before halftime as Newsom checks back into the game. The junior point guard for the Trojans. A lot of speed out there. Grease Athena can counter Sutherland size with speed, and they're doing a good job so far. Ryan in the post, little turnaround. He got fouled. He's going to head to the line. That's going to be on Salone. I believe his second foul of the half. And Ray, as you mentioned, that's what they need to do. Keep feeding the post, and good things will happen.
Problem is, as soon as Athena gets the ball in their hands, it's like you said, down the court and lightning speed, and they're getting easy looks at the bucket. And unfortunately for the Trojans, and luckily for the Knights, the Athena is not making all of these easy shots, and that's why we've still got a ball game here.
Yeah, you're right. As much as it seems a little one-sided at times, it's just an 8-point game. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the opening half of play. Second free throw for Ryan makes it a 7-point game. So Newsom's going to set things up for the Trojans. He's going to try to get in the lane, feed Salone over in the corner. Nice head fake. Loses the ball, though. That's going to be a turnover as Luther comes away with it. Quickly up court are the Knights. Fliznick at the post, gives it back out top. Luther back with it. It's going to launch for three. Got it again. Just a pure-looking shot. 4-3 for Luther, the senior. And all of a sudden, it's a 4-point ball game. A double team ball kicked over to the corner, ball knocked away, and it's going to go right back to Sutherland as Fitzsimmons comes back into the game for the Knights. So a couple turnovers forced by Pittsford, and it's just a 4-point game with 2:21 to go here in the opening half of play. As we take a look at Grease Athena on the season, as mentioned, the number 2 seed overall in Class A1. They come in averaging 66 points a game and giving up only 55 points a game. So they've always been known for tough defense, and they certainly are continuing that trend this year. Number 2 seed heading into sectionals, just behind the Pittsford Mendon Vikings, as you see there, 19-0. Responsible for 2 of these Athena losses on the season. It is going to be a fun sectional tournament. There are so many good teams in Section 5 this year. Class AA, A1, and A2, and even down the lower levels. It's just, you could pick a handful of teams that could come away with this tournament this year. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch starting next week, and we will be live streaming as many games as possible for next week's sectionals. One-on-one free throw, no good. Pulled down by Fitzsimmons, though. And we're going to have an over and back. That's just an unfortunate play as Luther was passing it back for Parinello, who was backtracking a little bit, getting ready for defense. So ball is going to go back over to Athena. So no sign so far of Coach Setzer easing back on the playing time for his starters as Reeves knocks down the baseline jumper. For Greece Athena, this might be their last game until next weekend, so they could have as many as 8-9 days off before they play again. So I'm sure he wants to get as much action in for these guys as possible. And there's another turnover. It's going to go back to Athena. Got a minute 38 to go here in this opening half of play. 27-21, Greece Athena lead. Here on senior night at Pittsford Sutherland and Valentine's Day. So if you're watching tonight, hopefully we didn't get you in trouble. Hope you're enjoying tonight's game. Reeves drives baseline, draws a crowd, kicks it back over in the corner for Newsom. Tries to get a screen from Reeves, and he's going to turn it over. So good defense over there by Luther, and I believe that was Parinello over on the corner. Luther will inbounds for Sutherland. Little high screen and roll. Thought about the three, passes it over to the corner, and a good hands there by Greece Athena, but then poked right back to Sutherland. Corner three, thought about it, no, drives the lane into Fitzsimmons. Little layup, good. A good ball movement there by Sutherland, and it's just a 4-point game, under a minute to go. Nice feet underneath, the ball is knocked away. Reeves with it now, thought about pulling up, kicks it back out to Cerrone. Good crossover, kick over to the corner for Council, and that one's good. So a big three there by Melvin Council. Bumps it up to 7. As that pressure on the corner by Athena almost causes another turnover, and now it does. It's the ball knocked away from Ryan. Council back the other way. He has it knocked away. Luther comes back for Pittsford Sutherland. Inside to Ryan, the ball's just a little too far. And Greece Athena is going to have possession again. So a good chance there before the half to cut this lead from 7. That pass just a little bit out of the hands of Ryan. So one more chance for Greece Athena, who holds a 7-point lead here in the opening half of play at Pittsford Sutherland High School. It's going to be a high screen for Melvin Gordon, a double screen. Nice pass underneath to Reeves, lays it up and in. That was just well done by the Trojans. Last heave is no good, and we're going to head to half with Greece Athena up 32-23 over the Pittsford Sutherland Knights. And this Athena team is really kind of firing on all circles. Ray mentioned they've had a lot of chances in close. They haven't been able to finish all the time, but they are really, really tormenting this Pittsford Sutherland offense with their pressure defense, and that's what's led to this 9-point lead. So Got to be impressed. I mean, this is a fast-paced game, very quick game, but you got to tip your hat to what Greece Athena's out here doing tonight.
Absolutely. Trojans have come to play tonight. They're hustling at both ends of the court, like they always do. I think probably a little bit of what we're seeing here, too, is that Sutherland is working some other guys in, too.
Yeah,
and things are a little sloppy when that happens. We're seeing a lot of turnovers by Sutherland, but that's not to take anything away from this Greece Athena team. Their pressure has caused a lot of those turnovers, and I don't know that it would make any difference who was back there handling the ball.
Yeah, it's true. It's a great opportunity for Coach Nally to get some of these other guys some playing time, and when you start having different combinations in there and guys aren't used to playing with each other, you can see some of these turnovers and some of the more frantic style of play. So we are at halftime. We're going to take a little break here. We'll be back for the start of the second half. It is Greece Athena 32, Pittsford Sutherland 23. We'll be back shortly. Now is the time to sign up with Varsity Media for this year's lacrosse season. We offer competitive filming rates for full season coverage of your team. Varsity Media also offers action photography during the lacrosse season as well. To learn more about our services, visit varsitymedia.net or give us a call today. Just have an in-town scoreboard update. Yeah, absolutely. All right. 3 minutes? 3 minutes? Yeah. All right, welcome back to Pittsford Sutherland High School as we get set for the second half of play between the Greece Athena Trojans and the Pittsford Sutherland Knights. Currently, Greece Athena holds a 32-23 halftime lead. And, Ray, what are some of the things that really stood out to you in this first half of play?
Well, we've gone over it a couple of times now, and it's the speed and pressure that Athena is using to force Sutherland into uncomfortable situations. And it's been as usual, the Kelvin and Melvin show for the Trojans, with Melvin Council Jr. really kind of taking the lead on this. He has put all kinds of pressure, forced turnovers, and then finished at the other end when he's forced those turnovers. And so that really has been the difference in this game so far.
Yeah, it's quite a strong duo when you look at look around Section 5, and there's been a lot of individual, scoring standout players. But it's tough when you have a team like Greece Athena that can come at you with a couple different guys, including these two, averaging almost 36 points a game between the two of them. So it's Greece Athena, they're going to be a tough team come sectional time, that's for sure. Matching up with pretty much anybody is going to be a tough matchup.
And DeAndre Newsom for the Trojans can just cause so much difficulty for the opposition out there as well with his quickness. I'm not sure that I've seen a quicker player all year in Section 5, and he's only 5'5", but he plays a lot bigger than that. He drives the ball, he dishes the ball, and at the defensive end with this Trojan full court press, he runs that.
Yep. He's actually the one in the first meeting between the two that drew the foul, got to the free throw line, knocked down a pair to win this opening matchup between these two teams. So using his quickness whenever he can. I kind of liken him to Keith Slack at Gates. He's a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit quicker, but probably two of the fastest players in Section 5, and really kind of a matchup nightmare for just about any team. Now for Pittsford Sutherland, as we mentioned, they don't have all their guns tonight. They're sitting Ben DiGiovanni and kind of rotating some players in and out. What kind of adjustments do you see Coach Nally making for the second half?
Well, I got to believe he wants them to calm down set up their half-court offense. And pound that ball down in low and take advantage of their height over the Trojans. And they showed signs that they could handle the pressure, but they've got to do a better job of it.
Yeah. Once they really kind of settled down and worked the ball around and got it into the paint, good things started to happen. But this defensive pressure by Athena kind of had something to do with some of those turnovers as well. So here we go, second half of play here at Pittsford Sutherland High School, senior night here in Pittsford, as the Trojans and the Knights close out the regular season. And Council Jr. has the ball for the Trojans. Shot clock down to 15. Being pressured by Parinello as he kicks it over to Reeves. Going to try a three. Good. There's another guy that doesn't hit a lot of iron from downtown, so that's another three for Kelvin Reeves Jr. As Reeves and Council pace the Trojans so far in today's game. No official stats on hand, but can certainly, with good confidence, say they're leading the Trojans' attack. Meanwhile, on the other side, as a three is no good, going to be led by John Luther, who's knocked down 3 threes in the game. Nice steal and dribbling there by Stratton Hansey. That was a heads-up play by the senior. Trying to get it down low to Ryan. He gets quite a crowd, as he usually does. Layup is no good. Rebounded to Johnny Salone. Thought about the three. He's going to give it back over to Council. Drives the lane, kicks it out to Reeves. Three, no good. And look at Newsom there, coming away with the ball. He thought about the three. Kicks it back over to the corner for Council for three, no good. Reeves with a rebound. So they are just all over the court, this Trojans team. And now Council will pull it back out and set up the offense for Greece Athena. Newsom out on top, going to pull up for the jumper, no good, but he's going to get fouled and is going to head to the line for a pair. So DeAndre Newsom, the junior, is going to head to the line for 2 for the Trojans. First free throw is just a little short.
Sometimes it comes down to who wants it more.
Yeah.
In that possession, the Trojans wanted it more.
Yeah, they just basically took those rebounds away and got 2, 3, 4, I think 4 chances on that possession. The second free throw by Newsom is good. So it is a 13-point game here, just underway in the second half of play at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Oh, nice move in the lane. No good. Ryan gets the rebound. Is going to get called for the foul. It's a tough break, as we actually don't have number 1 on the roster, so our apologies for Pittsford Sutherland. Good balls, good away from the ball screen by Greece Athena, trying to get an open shot for Council. Instead, he kicks it over to the corner, no good. 3 attempt was taken by Brock, no good. Oh, nice feed inside to Ryan. He was a little too far underneath the rim that time, though, but it was a nice entry pass. And that's what they've been trying to do. Reeves over to Council for 3, no good. Scramble for the ball underneath. That's Brock coming away with it, lays it up, no good. Him and Ryan go up for it, and they were going to have a jump ball. The possession's going to be back to Pittsford Sutherland. And Sonic gets ready to check back in for the night. Talked about them resting some players and having a different lineup. Only 2 original starters, or normal starters out there for Pittsford Sutherland, and that would be number 3, John Luther, and double 0, Kevin Ryan. And a turnover, Newsom back the other way. He's going to go all the way in for the layup. It's good. But DeAndre Newsom taking that one from end to end with the layup, and John Nally's going to call a timeout as this one's starting to get a little bit out of hand. The lead's back up to 15 now, so we're going to have a 30-second timeout, as now we have a chance to take a look at Sutherland on the season. As mentioned, 12-7 overall records, currently sit in the number 6 seed. If playoffs started today, they would actually face Virtus in the opening round of sectionals, the Class A2 tournament. Pittsford Sutherland coming into tonight averaging 63 points a game and giving up only 54. So we got a pair of good defensive teams, as we've seen it really illustrated tonight on both ends. Some good tenacious defense by both sides. Sutherland has won 4 in a row entering tonight's game, and sports a good 5-2 home record here at Sutherland High School. Oh, good defense by Newsom. Just took that one away. Another layup misses, no good. And the foul attempt by Reeves is up and in. But DeAndre Newsom continues his torrid defense with his 4th steal, I believe, of the game, and creates an easy opportunity on the other end for the Trojans. And another steal, this one by Council. He's going to go up, lays it up and in. His teammates waiting for him to go dunk that one, but he lays it up and in, and we have a 19-point ball game as back the other way comes Pittsford Sutherland for 3, no good. Ryan gets the rebound, lays it up and in, but he's going to get whistled for the offensive foul. So the ball is going to go back to Greece Athena with 3:53 to go in this third quarter of play. Tough break there, but it did look like the defender had his feet set. That's one of those tough calls that can go either way. No matter what's called, neither side, one side's always not happy with that call. So take 2 off the board for Sutherland, and the Trojans have a chance to push this lead over 20 as Newsom drives the lane. Ball deflected. Sana comes away with it for Sutherland. And they will slow things down as he over into the corner to Ryan. Was bumping down there. Ball taken away by Council Jr. He is flying down the court the other way. He's going to get fouled and going to go to the line as he went up for that layup attempt. Wasn't a whole lot Sana could do with that as Council was coming back the other way quickly, and he will head to the charity stripe for a pair for the Trojans.
One of the problems that Sutherland's going to face here, Joel, is they want to set their half-court offense. They want to move the ball around, but they're going to start to run out of time to have that luxury, and they're going to have to start pushing it. And that has been clearly to Athena's advantage at this point.
Yeah, for certain. And one thing you mentioned before the game, too, is both these teams just played a game last night. So you got to think fatigue is setting in for a lot of these guys, having played just 24 hours ago. Flisnick's going to try 3. Good. Nice-looking shot in the corner by Owen Flisnick. Well, pull up by Newsom is good, so a quick answer by Athena. Sutherland last night was at Arcadia. Came away with a 53-48 win. Meanwhile, for Athena, they were home against Brighton and came away with an impressive 74-59 win. Ball's going to be deflected, and Melvin Council Jr. has that one knocked away. As Coach Setzer's going to get a timeout for the Trojans, who currently hold a 45-26 lead with 2 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. We're going to have a full timeout, so we will take a short break. We'll be back to you momentarily here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Now is the time to sign up with Varsity Media for this year's lacrosse season. We offer competitive filming rates for full season coverage of your team. Varsity Media also offers action photography during the lacrosse season as well. To learn more about our services, visit varsitymedia.net or give us a call today. All right, as you saw right there, lacrosse season is just around the corner. All you lacrosse fans, we are approaching that time of year. It's a little over a month away still before regular season lacrosse action, but Varsity Media will be covering many, many lacrosse games this spring and providing a lot of live broadcasts of some of the biggest lacrosse games throughout Section 5. So if you get a chance, subscribe to the Varsity Media YouTube channel and be notified first whenever these broadcasts get scheduled. The drive into the lane by Pittsford, no good, and they will keep possession. So many good lacrosse teams around this area, and we're really looking forward to providing as many broadcasts as possible throughout Section 5 this year for lacrosse. Ball knocked away. Good hustle there. Trying to save the ball. That was Council Jr. still going full speed. Team's got a big lead. they got some time to rest after this one, and he is still going 100% as Newsom does the same on the other end, and Council on the other end throws one down, and that gets the Athena fans up and cheering. So a throwdown by Melvin Council Jr., and this one is well in Athena's favor, 47-26, with just under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Sana with the rebound, lays it back up and in. So Pittsford Sutherland stops the bleeding a little bit, gets it back below 20. Newsom starts things up for Athena on the other end. And a three out top by Reeves. And they are just firing on all circles right now. This Athena Trojans team already at 50 points. Their season average a little over 65. It's more good defense. Another steal. Council had a breakaway, but he's going to get bumped. And that's going to be team foul number 5 already by Sutherland. As Coach Nally wants to talk things over a little bit, we're going to have another full timeout. And we mentioned before, the first meeting between these two teams came down to a pair of free throws to win it. And let's take a look at some highlights of the first matchup between these two schools. We'll be back. And we're back for the final minute and 10 of the third quarter of play. Greece Athena cruising along at this point, up 50-28 over the Pittsford Sutherland Knights here on senior night in Pittsford. Athena still got its starting lineup, practically its whole starting lineup out here, getting some extended minutes before they have a little bit of time off before sectional start. That jumper is no good, rebounded to Sutherland. Driving to the lane, but getting fouled is Stratton Hansey for Sutherland. He will go to the line for a pair. As we mentioned before, Greece Athena is the number 2 seed regardless of tonight's outcome. So they will open up next weekend in Class A1 action. First free throw is no good. Out on the court for Sutherland is Stratton Hansey, Owen Flisnick, Connor Fitzsimmons, Patrick Sana, and Lincoln Parinello. So some fresh faces out, getting some valuable playing time here for Coach Nally's team in his final regular season game of the season. And Newsom's just going to slow things up for Greece Athena. They still have to get a shot off. There's about a 1 second difference between shot and game clock. But in all intents and purposes, this will be the final possession of the game, or of the quarter, excuse me. Reeves drives, kicks over to Cerrone. Corner three, no good. Rebound Fitzsimmons. Not going to get a shot off here, so we've completed 3 quarters of play, and it is Greece Athena 50, Pittsford Sutherland 28. 1 more quarter to go, but it's been a pretty impressive showing here by this Greece Athena Trojans team. And 1 more quarter of play. Obviously, everybody knows who's going to win this game at this point, but now's a good chance for both teams clear the benches a little bit and get some playing time for some of these other guys, right?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Mike Setzer's approach at this point, head coach of the Athena Trojans. This game is in hand, and I think we've seen two different approaches to this game tonight. As you've mentioned, neither team can change their position in the sectionals. Coach Setzer obviously wanted to see his team come in and finish the regular season on a very strong, sharp note. I don't know that you'd ever get Coach Nally to admit it to us, but my guess is that he felt like resting some guys was the important thing tonight and keeping everybody healthy.
Sure.
And that's why we've got this kind of game. These two teams are a lot closer on paper and, as we saw a month ago, on the court than what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah. And two of the best coaches in Section 5 as well. Coach Setzer in his third season with a 55-10 overall record. That's pretty impressive for your first 3 years at a school. And then on the opposite side, the Wiley veteran, Coach John Nally, in his 19th season with a record of 262 and 144. So pretty impressive pedigree right there. And Coach Setzer with this winning percentage is well on his way as well with his Greece Athena Trojans program. We're going to have a foul on the play that's going to be whistled to number 20, Stratton Hansey, for Sutherland. And Greece Athena still with a good majority of their starters out there, so there's no letting off the gas for Coach Setzer. He wants to get these guys ready for sectionals. Long corner three is no good by Jake Cerrone. Rebound underneath, layup back up and in by Austin Brown. So a bucket for the sophomore, Austin Brown, getting some playing time now. Long three by Sutherland, no good. This Greece Athena Trojans team playing defense like this game is still close. You gotta like to see that as a head coach. Coach calls out plays. Here comes Council down the lane. Gonna kick it over to Cerrone. Back up top to Reeves. Little head fake, drives to the lane. Nice move, no good. Rebound by Fitzsimmons for Pittsford Sutherland. Hansey the other way is going to get a blocking call, and they're going to count the bucket. So nice move there by number 20, Stratton Hansey. Little sidestep to draw the contact off the glass and in for the and one opportunity for Stratton Hansey, the senior forward for Pittsford Sutherland. And the free throw attempt is no good. So Greece Athena with possession with a 22-point lead, 6.5 to go here in this final quarter of play at Pittsford Sutherland High School. Good crowd tonight, good representation from the student section. Cerrone drives the lane, ball knocked away, turnover to Pittsford Sutherland. Hansey the other way, one of the captains for this night's team. Parinello for Sutherland, over to Sana. Long jumper, no good. Rebound Wilson, and back comes Greece Athena. A little skip pass over to Cerrone's going to take the three. That one's good. So Jake Cerrone gets on the board with a three from the outside. Nice looking shot there by the junior guard, Jake Cerrone, and a turnover as Brown comes the other way. He's going to throw this one down. And again, gets the Trojans, players and fans up and excited. This lead is swelled to 27 as Greece Athena is going to take a quick 30-second timeout, I think a substitution timeout, to start clearing the bench off a little bit. So 57-30, Greece Athena with the lead, well in control with this 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go of this regular season finale.
You got to love the intensity of these Athena kids. They are not looking at this game like it's a meaningless game. They're looking at this game as like a springboard into the playoffs.
Yeah. You don't see too many teams up by 27 points hustling on defense, getting their hands in the lanes, and it's just a welcome sight.
Now the game for number 3, Tyler Curtis. Number 5, Brandon Smith.
So we got some subs into the game for both teams. We'll get to those in a second as Austin Brown controls the rebound for the Trojans. And for Greece Athena, we got number 3, Tyler Curtis, number 5, Brandon Smith. The newer faces for the Trojans. Ball goes inside to Smith, little turnaround, and he's going to get whistled for steps as the ball goes back over to Pittsford Sutherland. Checking in for the Knights, number 32, Aiden Pellegrino, in there for the first time. Number 21, Nick Morabito, started tonight's game for senior night. Little dribble drive layup, no good, but look at the follow by Hansey. Almost put that one home. Couldn't get the rebound to go, but it got the crowd fired up a little bit. Good to see that hustle on the offensive glass by Stratton Hansey. A high screen for Tyler Curtis. Gets pressured, nearly turns the ball over, and going to say last touch by Sutherland. As another sub in for Sutherland, it's going to be number 23, Torrin Wilcox. And checking in for Greece Athena, we're going to have number 24, Robert Mitchell, back into the game. And number 15, Noah Horn, also in for Greece Athena. Approach the midway point in this final quarter of play here at Pittsford Sutherland High School. I thank everybody for joining us on this Valentine's Day. We really appreciate it. Hope you are ready for some more upcoming streams from Varsity Media as we head into sectionals. Just hit the subscribe button on our Varsity Media YouTube channel and you will be the first to get notified of all our upcoming streams. Because we had a shot clock violation. Ball's going to go back over to Pittsford Sutherland here for the next possession as we have just gone under 4 minutes to go here in this final regular season game. Now in for Sutherland, number 15, Garrett Glanton, getting his first minutes of the game. Good kick over in the corner. Pellegrino up and in. So 2 for Aiden Pellegrino. The junior gets his first 2 of the night. Good find over in the corner for a 3. It's going to be Brandon Smith, no good. Up high for the rebound, number 15, Garrett Glanton for Sutherland. And on the other end, that attempt is no good. Cerrone comes away with a rebound for the Trojans. Cerrone's going to drive the lane. He's going to lose the ball. He's going to go off his foot and back over to Pittsford Sutherland. Some more subs coming into the game for Sutherland is number 2, Lincoln Parinello, coming back in. Oh, good step back screen there with a 3. He's going to get stuck in the rim. You don't see that too often, but that was a 3 attempt by Nick Mirabito, who's a little smile on his face with that one. The Sutherland superfans, give him a round of applause. Oh, good steal. Garrett Glanton's going to drive the lane with a layup. Good. So a nice steal and layup there by number 15, junior Garrett Glanton. Little pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound by Pellegrino for the Knights. Back comes Parinello the other way. He's going to get a high screen, going to drive in the paint, kick it back out. Working that perimeter, trying to get some threes off here. Oh, good cut in the lane. But the ball is turned over. Steal by number 3, Tyler Curtis for Greece Athena. Kicks it outside to Terrell Wilson, who drives the lane off the glass and good. Oh, nice little runner by the 6'2 freshman. Only a freshman, Terrell Wilson Jr. Feed into the paint. We're going to have a whistle. It's going to be team foul number 3 on Pittsford or on Greece Athena. That foul is going to go to number 25, Terrell Wilson. So we have 1:13 to go here from Pittsford Sutherland High School. It's 59-34 Greece Athena en route to their 17th win of the season. Going to finish this 2018-19 regular season with a 17-3 mark. It's a nice block on the play there by Noah Horn for Athena. And the ball is going to go back to Pittsford Sutherland. So 17-3, they are going to be the number 2 seed in the Class A1 tournament. And they are going to be a tough team to reckon with as they try to repeat into the sectional finals like last year. And they got some good teams to get through along the way, that's for sure. Got the likes of Pittsford Mendon, Irondequoit, Eastridge, Churchville, Chili. So it's up for grabs in this Class A1 bracket. But put the Trojans, especially after some of these recent performances we've seen, right up there as one of those teams that could easily win sectionals this year. So to the line for Pittsford Sutherland is number 23, Torrin Wilcox. He will have a pair. First one is up and no good. And one more for the junior. Up and in. So Wilcox gets on the board with that free throw. Shot clock is off. And Greece Athena may well just hold this and run the clock out on win number 17 of the season. And they will not. They will take a three, and that one is good by Brandon Smith, one of the captains on this team. Knocks one more down for good measure. So Sutherland with one last opportunity. And the ball is taken away by Athena, driving down to the lane. Layup up and good by Wilson Jr. And that's going to do it here from Pittsford Sutherland High School. So a very impressive performance by the Greece Athena Trojans. They win tonight 64-35, and they improve to 17-3 on the season, while the Knights will finish regular season at 12-8. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. I want to thank my colleagues Ray Sullivan, Kyle Sanson for helping out tonight, and we look forward to seeing you come sectional time. Everybody have a great night and enjoy that Valentine's Day.